Good evening, everybody. It is that special time of the week again where I know you watched last Friday. I'm Brian.
I'm John.
And this is episode 7 where we're covering Friday the 13th. Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yes. Part 8. Part 8's weird. I'm just going to say right off the bat. Part 8's weird. Part 8's good. It's weird, though.
It's good weird. It's weird good.
Yeah, it's...
It was a ride.
Yeah. It's very different from the other ones. It's... A lot of stuff happens really fast.
It does, yes. We actually did something different where we actually sat down before the podcast and watched the film together.
Yeah. We actually had time to do that, so... A good old fresh in our head, and we started talking about Star Wars for a while.
Yeah, we did. We got into a long tangent on Star Wars, and maybe we're also talking about coming up with special episodes in the future.
Different projects.
Because sometimes, if you're stuck in one place for a little bit, you kind of get like cabin fever. You get like little fever. You just want to spread your wings and go on vacation. Yeah. So we thought, Hoovie and I thought maybe one of these weeks we'll go to the dock at Crystal Lake, get into a canoe, and see where we can paddle. Because according to this film, Crystal Lake can take you anywhere.
Yeah. You go from Crystal Lake to New York. I don't know how.
Go from Crystal Lake to the middle of the Atlantic. In treacherous waters, just like they're like somehow in the open ocean.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all know Camp Crystal Lake is in New Jersey.
Yeah, Crystal Lake takes place in New Jersey, but
And it took them like a whole.
It looked like 2 days.
Like 2 days to get there, to get to New York. Well, it probably would have been a little bit faster had some events unfolded.
Someone didn't happen to show up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was 1989 when the film was released. Directed by Rob Hedden and written by Rob Hedden and Victor Miller.
Mm-hmm.
It was also the last film to belong to Paramount until the remake.
So, if you were confused as when I was buying these films the first time, why the box sets only go to part 8, that's why.
Yes.
This is the last of the part movies.
Yeah. After this is actually the last one until 2009 to be tentatively titled Friday the 13th.
Yep.
So Jason Voorhees, where we last left off, he is at the bottom of the lake once again, having been brought down by the vengeful specter of Tina's dad, Mr. Shepard.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen in this one.
Nope.
But there is something down there with him now, and we're going to delve into that. So, you get the awesome opening.
Yeah.
Except, you get the weird Paramount logo with the Jason.
Yeah, it's...
Instead of the Kiki Mama.
They tried to be really different with this movie.
They really did. Like, you don't really have, like, the Manfredini score anymore.
No.
You don't get any of that.
Yeah, because it's not Manfredini anymore. It's Fred Mullen.
Yeah. No Manfredini on this one. So it was, you get that opening Paramount logo, and then you get this narration with the song "The Darkest Side of the Night," which is like the best song on that soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah. So the narration of that as the guy's talking. I can't remember what the full thing was. So snippets of New York City from the 80s.
Yeah, you get like
very
that
grimy
montage. Yeah.
Even though half of the shots aren't even from New York City.
Yeah, so going into the film, so the whole title, Jason Takes Manhattan, as you know, things happen during filming productions, and scripts have to go through multiple people in order to get finalized, and New York City got whittled down so much so that like you only are in New York City for like the last 20 minutes of the film.
25 minutes. Yeah. And they even filming it. The only parts in New York they actually filmed was just Times Square.
Yeah. And the majority of it was Vancouver.
Most of it was Vancouver.
And then they did say what?
There's some shots in LA, but they didn't say where.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where, but they say shots where it was in LA.
When Toby comes back.
Like, okay, that's a random city to...
They probably did. I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but they were probably like, yeah, the movie's finished. Then they were probably like reviewing it and then being like, where'd Toby go? Whatever happened to Toby? They just filmed the scene. They're just, oh, there he is. It comes around the corner. Yeah. And I like, well, I'm getting way too far ahead of myself with that whole Toby thing.
Toby's a dog, by the way.
Toby is a dog. Yes. Toby is a dog.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Ted from Part 2 or Survive.
Anyways, so yeah, this is the whole intro. Then it cuts to a very abandoned Camp Crystal Lake. Apparently, got turned back into Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, at some point between 6 and 8, it went from forest green to just like first off, okay. 6, he's chained at the bottom at the end of the pier. 7, that pier's still there. The 2 houses are there, but it's not a camp anymore.
It's not a camp anymore.
I don't even think it's even referred to by name.
No, it's just like someplace.
Yeah.
But it's along the camp.
But it's supposed to be like along the lake. Yeah. And then you get to this one, and it's the abandoned. It's the original camp. Yeah. But it's abandoned. But so is electric.
Yeah, it's electric. So yeah.
Oh, and yeah. Speaking of the, oh yeah, go ahead. The.
Yeah, so like it sees like the camp, then the boat comes by.
Super big boat.
Yeah, it's a pretty big boat for just 2 people.
Big power yacht just powering through.
Yeah, so that boat's too big for that camp or that lake, but whatever.
Lifestyles are richer than famous. It's like they filmed an episode on Crystal Lake right next to an abandoned camp. This yacht will cost you $5,000.
Well, yeah, so we get introduced to Jim and Susie.
That's right, yes. Jim Miller.
Jim Miller and Susie Donaldson.
And it's Jim's boat.
It is Jim's boat.
Jim's boat. Not to be confused with Jimbo.
Yep. Jim's boat.
And this Jim, right away, we already know. This Jim ain't no dead fuck. Not yet, anyway.
He's got some nice looking painting on them.
He does. He has like he hits him with the whitest of whites with the whitey tighties. Or like a pale blue. Whatever it was, man, it was just like, where are your boxers? Where are they? Wearing a Speedo to bed.
So yeah, Jim and Susie are about to do coitus.
Yes, they're about to.
One do on the Crystal Lake.
That's right. That's right. Because I mean, how else do you bring Jason back?
Then Jim starts telling Susie about the legend of Voorhees.
Yeah, but that's like weird foreplay. Yeah. Hey, I know we're making out, but I got a story to tell you. Really set the mood.
Yeah, he goes on the backstory we hear every single time.
Yeah, he somehow knows, like, oh, Jason died like 30 years ago, drowned in this lake.
Yeah, just like, whatever.
All this exposition by, like, some random, like, horny dude on a boat with his girl next to an abandoned camp.
Yep. So then he goes to drop to the anchor of the boat because they're gonna.
Yeah.
My computer is blasting off.
Yeah, you don't want the boat sailing while you're busy.
My computer's about to explode. It's one downside about having a gaming laptop.
The prequel to Jason Rising.
But yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah.
So it drops the anchor.
Drops the anchor, and you see the anchor go down, and then there's just a a really huge power line goes under the lake, which, I mean, I get that happens, whatever. But then you see Jason laying on top of it.
On top of it. And it wasn't there in the previous film, and it's got the dock in his hand, like, just sticking it up.
Yeah. There's a dock. So, like, whoever put that power line there purposely put it under Jason. And, like, they put the power line, like, there's a dead body down here. Am we going to question that? No? Oh, fuck it. Whatever.
Come on, guys. Boss said you need it done by 3. Don't dilly. You act like this is the first body you found here. Yeah, just run it under him. Put the dock on, just say we didn't see anything.
Yeah. Yeah, just right away this movie gets weird.
It does. So, the boat anchor catches the power cable.
Yeah, it catches the power cable.
And it, just, starts, pulling on it, and then it, I guess, busts it open.
Yeah.
And a big electrical surge.
So all those fish are dead in that water.
Yeah, fishies are gone. Well, around that vicinity of the boat.
Yeah. But then, so, obviously you see where this is going.
Yes.
Jason gets revived because of electricity. Again,
by electricity, yes.
All while Jim was out. Oh, he dropped the anchor, so he was out. So he was like, where you go, Jim? And it's been 5 seconds.
Yeah, she's just the shot of her sitting on the bed, just pulls on her shirt.
Yeah.
Goes to check on him, even though, like you said, he's only been gone for 2 minutes.
It's not a very big boat. I mean, it's a big-ish boat, but it's not super big.
Jim?
Yeah.
I don't hear nothing.
And Jim comes down.
Does Jim have a hearing issue? Comments.
Yeah. So, Jim comes down. Tries to scare Susie by wearing a Jason mask. I don't know how he got that.
An authentic Jason mask
yes.
from 1989. The mask that was supposedly destroyed in the previous film.
It's a replica of Jason's mask. Where did you get that? I don't know.
Savini.
I don't think NBCA was out.
Yeah. Jim's like, no, when I'm not taking girls out on my boat next to a broken down camp, I did this the other day. I'm out here all the time.
Yeah. So we're just like, oh, okay. Then it tries to fake stab Susie by scaring her.
Yeah, it has one of them retractable knives, which you have to keep on your boat.
Yeah, I don't know where you. Pretty hit his whole night planned out.
next to your harpoon, your spear gun. Oh, you're on a lake. All right, go on fishing.
What's funny with the mask is, it's obviously Jason mask got destroyed in the last one.
Yeah. He
already has the slit from when he got his head axe. From 3.
Yeah. And it already has marks on it. That mask has been through hell before Jason even grabbed it.
Jason lose that one and then someone found it.
You find out Jim's Jason's nephew.
Just whatever.
I didn't know you had a sister, Jason. It's the next one.
Have such.
So yeah, Jim's the son of Jessica Kimball.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is where it starts getting weird, folks. This is not Paramount's Jason no more. Well, this is Paramount's Jason. This is the last thing they've done with him, and you would think it would have been. You would have thought that they went all out, which they really did. They had the intention to go all out. There was supposed to be it was supposed to be in New York, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, after scaring Susie to death, she doesn't die yet.
Yeah.
They go back to
the bed.
Yeah, because boyfriend scares the shit out of her. Oh yeah, let's go make love.
So yeah, they do that, and then the actual Jason comes down on the boat.
Yeah.
He's
all. Just hit that shot.
Yeah, he just climbs up. Gets that shot of he's always wet.
Yeah, this Jason is completely wet and just nasty.
He's always just slimy. I mean, I get it because he's in the water. He's been in the water for a long time.
Squishy,
Yeah.
just. Ugh.
Yeah, every time he moves, he's just squishes. Like, man, you want a towel? Like,
yeah, seriously. You're getting water all over the place. He's doing the deckhand a favor.
Yeah. So then he grabs a.
Yeah, so as they're making out.
Yeah. So then Jason comes down. He sees the mask.
Yep.
Puts it on. Puts it on. He's like, cool.
Now I can go on about my day.
Then grabs a harpoon gun.
The best part of waking up.
Then grabs a harpoon gun, aims it at Susie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
And then
fires it
and misses.
Yeah.
I don't know if he missed on purpose or what.
Yeah.
Because
she didn't move.
Yeah, but come on, man. In part 3, he nailed a harpoon shot from like 150 feet away.
Yeah.
Right in the eye.
Not to mention the future kill in the remake where you got the bow and arrow. Like, dude is like proficient.
Yeah. Apparently he was just like from 2 feet away he misses.
He does. Yeah. Maybe he just wanted to scare her.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
That was one thing Hoovy and I noticed during our watch was this Jason definitely, even though it's Kane Hodder's second outing, he's more calculating. It seems like meticulous.
Yeah. He's very he looks like he's throughout the movie. He looks like he's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Instead of just like
not coming out of nowhere. It's not like instant deaths. It's just like
it's very slow deaths.
Yeah.
Especially like one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
or most of them.
So Jason shoots the wall. Next to Susie.
Obviously they freak out.
Yeah.
She runs out the window.
Yeah, she just leaves Jim. Like she just like bye. Goes out the window and then like Jim's just laying there like Jason, like just says his name and then I think this is like the fastest where like Jason just goes boom and just gets him right in the gut.
Yeah, stabs him with a harpoon gun.
Doesn't shoot him, stabs him.
Yep.
Oh, right in the belly. And then I like that shot where like it is a very long drawn out like death.
Yeah,
That awesome shot where he just like reaches for the window and then Susie just runs by. Like, nope, bye. Where are you gonna go? You gonna jump in the lake?
No, she hides in a little cubby hole.
She does, yeah. She goes into one of the mini cargo compartments in the super yacht on Crystal Lake. And then you get like this awesome shot, like after like Susie, like you don't know where she's at yet, but like it just shows after he kills Jimbo, or not after he kills Jim, comes up onto the deck and just like you have that shot of like just the boat and like him standing on the deck like looking around. Kind of reminded me of part 6 after the RV kills where he stands on the side of it and he's just like looking around like, yeah,
this is my boat now.
This is mine. I own this.
My lake.
So.
Points out like, this is where I died there.
Like, you killed me. You shall rule the day. Yeah. Rule the day you killed me.
Yeah, so now he's walking. Apparently he knows where she's at. So.
Yeah, just pretty much just slow playing it. And you just get that shot of like his hand reaching down to the compartment and just then you get the inside shot from like her POV and you just see him like open it up and he's holding the
he pulled the thing out of the wall. Yeah, the harpoon. So he goes and she's like freaking out, like not moving.
Yeah, just laying there. No. Like that's all she's saying. No. Doesn't try to like fight him.
Yeah.
Just lay there and the whole time like you hear her screaming. He's just like leaning into the camera and like just coming down really slow with the harpoon, like really letting her know like I'm gonna have fun with you.
Still just slow. She's freaking out but not moving still.
Yep.
Not even attempting to grab the harpoon or anything. It's a very thin harpoon. Mm-hmm. Could just like snap it or something.
Well, yeah, that was the thing too. Like when he forces it down, it actually makes contact with her, and you just see him like force it. Like you just see him like just with all like he is angry.
Yeah,
he's very aggressive and just It's Jason.
It's a good old boy Jason.
Good old boy. Proud Boy Jason? No, you're not a Proud Boy. Camp Crystal Lake's very favorite camper.
So yeah, they both die.
Yeah, so Susie gets it. And then he just closes the compartment door.
He just closes it. I'm done with you.
And then, well, obviously then, you know what I just realized? In order for that boat to, like, leave Crystal Lake, Jason knew how to bring the anchor up.
Yeah, I'm sure. He probably broke the chain or something.
Yeah, true. Like,
they're like crashing or something.
He just jumps back down there, picks it up, throws it over his shoulder, swims back up. Joke's on you guys, I can breathe under here. Comes up back up out of the water. You know we're made like 70% water?
Yeah. So then it cuts to the next day.
Yeah, the next day we're introduced to
a lot of characters.
Yes. You get the shot of the Lazarus.
Yes, the boat.
We're introduced to the Motor Vessel Lazarus.
Yep. Lazarus is the boat that the senior kids are taking to New York as for a cruise.
Yes.
For some reason.
Yeah, yeah. And it's very weird because, like, everybody is not dressed for summer.
No. Well, it's also filmed in Canada, but still.
Well, yeah. So it's supposed to be, like, graduating year. Like, it's supposed to be going
June.
into... Yeah.
It's
like,
June 13th.
It's June 13th. Today's his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. No. He came back the night before his birthday.
Yeah.
So it actually starts on Thursday the 12th. Thank you.
Don't know what year it is because he kind of gave that up a while ago.
Yeah. So I guess, like, it's really weird, folks, like, to try to diverge the timeline of the Friday the 13th franchise. It's not as muddled as the Halloween franchise.
No, because I know in part 10 they kind of say something, because it doesn't start out in, like, 2008.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it cuts to 300 years.
Yeah.
We'll get that when we get to that.
Even though the year when Jason wakes up is 2455, and they say that it's been 400 some years, like, since they were revived, so that would make it the year 2000.
Whatever.
Yeah, there's a lot. If you go into, like, these deep icebergs we like to go into sometimes, I mean, late at night, you got nothing to do. You want to read up on stuff. The history to these films is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the legacy of, like, almost all, like, classic, I mean, horror genre, like, slasher films of the 80s and before. Like,
yeah.
And it is, like, when you go through these films, like, looking back, it's just, you really do get that sense, like, man, I wish they really cared more about what they had.
Yeah. So I don't think they expect these things to be as big as they thought they were going to be.
And if, like, they were going to continue, if they knew they were going to continue after 6, if I was them, I would have just let Tom McLaughlin direct, like, straight out. I'd be like, Tommy, take the wheel.
Yeah. Get you back to the people.
Yeah.
So we're introduced to Colin Van... What the hell is her name? Durson? Colleen?
Oh,
The
yeah.
teacher.
The teacher, Colleen Van Dusen.
Durson, yeah.
Yes, Mrs. Van Dusen.
Then,
Miss Van Dusen.
Rennie.
And Rennie Wickham.
Yep.
Who is, we find out, is the principal's...
Charles McLaughlin.
Now, here's the thing, though. Like, throughout the film, like, he's called principal, uncle, and professor. It's like, what the hell is he? Besides the guy going around, the guy going around a cruise ship, like, just, like, treating.
They said, like, I still don't know if it's a senior, like, if it's a college class or if it's
a senior, yeah,
like a high school class. I'm pretty sure it's a college class.
You think so?
Cause they were.
It sounded like they were just graduating, like, getting graduation gifts, like JJ. with her guitar when Wayne's like, oh, you know, your parents came through for you, like, you know, and then
yeah. Well, I mean, you get graduation.
and then when what's
college.
his name when McCullough tells Wayne,
No, I know.
like,
Wait, I'm pretty sure it is college because the one guy he said something about film school.
Well, no, he said you'll never get into a film school.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. So yeah, are they in a yeah?
Because you usually go to film
and
school.
And in the party room, in the disco room, the banner says, like, I think Lakeview grad party.
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
But you never hear Lakeview at all.
Yeah. It's not very important. I just whatever. So you meet them.
What's that?
It's not really important where they graduate from.
Oh yeah. So we have all this Jason fodder.
Jason Hodder.
Jason Hodder. Played by Kane Voorhees.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're introduced to Principal McCullough, Miss Van Dusen, Rennie and her dog Toby. You meet Sean Robertson, whose dad is the captain,
yep.
Admiral Robertson.
Yep. Julius Gaw.
Yeah, Julius Gaw.
Weird ass name, isn't it?
Yeah, Julius. He's the jock. The seems like he's like an all-American, all-American athlete. You know, he's going places. Definitely dig like his character. Like he's just he's cool. He's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Don't take no shit. And you know, school is out.
Yeah, school is out.
And then you meet
famous words of Alice Cooper. School's out forever.
School's out forever. You get Tamra Mason, who's kind of like the previous film's Melissa.
Yeah, she's a preppy rich lady.
Mm-hmm. She's very mean.
Ava Watanabe.
That's right, her friend.
She's like
Eva.
her friend.
Yeah, more like it seems like. Do you think like they're friends? Do you think like she just kind of like follows her around like because she admires her?
Yeah, probably that.
Because then she does seem like kind of off put, like, and it makes you wonder, like, because later on when they're like hanging out doing the booger sugar, cocaine is bad for you folks. So they're doing that, and
how does cocaine in 2022?
I know. Filmed in the 80s, but like this is 2000s, and they're still doing it. we got all this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So like she seems pretty like turned off like right away when she was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like it almost seems like she didn't know that she did that before.
No.
And then we're introduced to Wayne Weber.
Wayne's he's the film guy, right?
He is. He is the film
hippie.
The film hippie.
Miles Wolf.
Yeah, he's the one I think when I made that comment about the Karate Kid.
He's
he's
Sean's
from Cobra.
He's Sean's friend. Yeah, he's Sean's friend.
That's right.
And then J.J. Jarrett.
Yes, J.J. Jarrett is the hardcore 80s punk rocker, 2000s punk rocker.
Kind of wish she would have lived a little longer than what she did, but whatever.
Yeah, like...
They always gotta kill the cool characters off first.
Yeah, one of the most interesting characters. Dead.
Yeah, whatever. SS Lazarus cruise to New York City.
That's right. They're getting ready to set sail because the whole grad party is going to New York City for their graduation trip.
Well, while they're doing all the intros, the deckhand sees the boat from the beginning just cruise right in and crash into the building.
Yeah. Doesn't say anything to anybody.
Doesn't say anything to anybody. No one hears it.
Just proceeds to walk away with the mop. And, I'll just tell people they're doomed.
Yeah.
I'll stay on the boat, though.
Yeah, I'll stay on the boat, even though apparently he knows everything that's going on. He knows Jason's there.
Yeah. So, like, then as they're...
Jason can drive the boat, you just know how to stop it.
Yeah. I'm on the man on the boat. Jason comes in. Sean, don't forget to let them know you're underway. He just closes the door. I'm on board. We can go now.
So, yeah.
That shot where he just comes up out of the water and grabs hold of the anchor.
Yeah. I love that. He jumps out of the water, grabs on the anchor, and just, like, looks.
Just looking around, like, broad daylight, nobody else on the dock, like, saying it while they're waving by. Oh. Imagine like the boat's pulling away, you're waving bye to your kid, and you just see some dude climbing up the side like, they forgot a kid.
He's pretty big for a kid though. Let's wear a mask.
He must be one of those new hip professors. Likes hockey.
Oh my god.
Find out his name's Happy Gilmore. Oh my gosh. Matrix.
So yeah. It goes to Sean and his father. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems that Admiral Robertson really wants his son to follow in his footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
As you see him present to him, which is, I mean, you know me, growing up, I've always loved, like, the sea and, like, stored, like, shipwrecks and the tales of, like, you know, vessels that sailed on it. But, he's, the captain's passing down his sextant to his son.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, the sextant is a navigational tool used on the ships.
Yeah.
So it's, like, almost... But it seems like Sean's reluctant to take it. Like, he doesn't want that. It seems like he doesn't want to He doesn't want to be his dad.
Yeah. He's kind of forced to be his dad.
Yeah.
He's like... His son's like... Well, he asks his son to, like, you know... What's the first thing to do?
Yeah, kind of like, you know, testing him.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll give you the reins.
Yeah. And then he messes that up.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty smart, you know, he puts his face down, he looks, and he goes, alright, guess we'll start the engines and bring her around to the left, bring her around port side 180 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't know why, well, we did just watch it, so, like,
yeah.
That was pretty fresh. I think I got that right.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like...
And then he's like, anything else?
Yeah. Dad's like, you forget anything? Sounds like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, like, there's an awkward stare-off between everybody on the bridge.
Yeah.
Come on, Sean, don't fuck this up. You know it, son. You're embarrassing me in front of my Navy friends.
Navy friend. There's only one dude.
Yeah, only one other guy. You're embarrassing me in front of him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he forgets to blow the whistle, the international maritime signal, to let them know that we're underway. And the radio.
To see if there's anybody.
Let them know that, hey, stay out of our way. We're leaving port.
Yep. We get special cargo.
Get special cargo. And then after that, you know, Sean just, like, hands the box over to his friend and just leaves abruptly. Like, screw you, Dad. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't want to be like you.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that was no.
A lot of unresolved issues there. But in the meanwhile, like, after that, I think it cuts to JJ. Yes.
JJ and
Wayne.
Because JJ wants to film a music video. Because she has this really cool looking guitar. This flying V guitar.
Flying V guitar with no amp.
I think she does have an amp.
On the deck.
I think
unless she plugs into that stereo. Like, she can plug into that. Maybe it's like...
Because you see, she's playing and there's a cord plugged into something.
Okay, yeah.
You can't tell what it is.
Them power cords.
Yeah, so she goes down to... I don't know where she's at.
She wanted to go down to the... she told Wayne that she wanted to meet her down in the engine room with his camera because she said it had, like, concert hall echo.
Yeah. So, yeah, she goes down there. And then Jason follows her.
Yes, sadly.
Yep, she's the first to die. Well,
that's right.
Technically third, but...
So, yeah,
first down the boat.
So I guess Wayne says he's going, while she goes down there, he's going to go scam on Tamra.
Yeah.
Because I guess he's had a thing for her, but I think JJ might have a little thing for Wayne.
Yeah, maybe.
They seem to be like close friends, maybe childhood friends, but... So when they disperse, and then I think... Doesn't Rennie and Charles like talk, like he's like, are you sure you want to go?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing here? Because you find out that she's afraid of the...
Yeah, she's afraid of the water.
Yeah. Seemed to have a something traumatic happened to her as a kid.
Whose fault that is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that will be discussed. So yeah, Charles is just making sure, like, and then he of course tells Miss Van Dusen, like, you know, you had no business bringing her here. She goes, she wanted to come. If she wants to be here. And I mean, yeah, he's hard on her, but I mean, she pretty much says like, "No, I want to do this," and he's like, "All right." So he's on. I mean, he's not that much of a jerk.
He's jerking.
He is nonetheless. So I guess then we cut to JJ again.
Yeah, it cuts to JJ.
Engine room.
Yep, JJ's down there just playing away,
wailing on the guitar.
Yep. And she's playing it, and then Jason just slowly starts walking towards her.
Yeah, just slowly coming down the stairs behind her. Yeah. And it keeps like cutting back and forth, like from like behind the back, like POV shots from his point of view, looking at JJ's back while she's playing, and then it cuts to like her like from the front, like playing, and Jason just slowly descending the stairs.
Yep. And then she finally turns around and does see him. She puts the guitar down very gently.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
Which I get it. I mean still.
It's brand new.
Yeah. But this is the weird sequence.
But yeah, about to be killed, you're just like, let me just set this down. Hold on a sec, man.
She sets it down. She sets it down, runs away, goes downstairs. Somehow Jason gets not only the guitar, but also in front of her.
Yeah.
And then kills her with her own guitar.
The POV shot, like her POV of him just standing there with the V guitar and just bringing it towards the camera. Like you see the blood hit the screen like about like a second before he makes impact with her. Well, with the screen with the plexiglass.
Yeah, they're like, screw it.
Yeah, we'll just now look, cut, and we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
And then I think after that it cuts to Rennie and her dog Toby.
Yep, they're in their window or in their little cabin.
She's like sitting at like her like little study desk in her cabin.
Yeah.
And that's when she turns and looks at Toby. And she's like, "So, what do you think? Need a little bit of personal experiences to lighten the mood or something like that?" I was just like, "Fuck says that to their dog?" Who says that to their dog?
What are you planning to do with that dog?
For real. There are other kids on this boat. And that's what you want to do? Just undress in front of your dog? But anyway. I digress.
So
yeah, while she's changing, you get like the shot like of like the camera's peering like through the
just through her little window,
the porthole.
Yeah. So see that. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So she turns around and then she's a vision of young Jason.
Young Jason drowning against the porthole.
Yeah.
With his face pressed up against
one of many young Jasons.
And this one like actually looks fine, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks just like a normal kid.
Yeah, doesn't have anything.
He has like full head hair and stuff like that.
Just like, hey, it's like, help me. Help me. That weird like voice distortion and stuff like that. It's very weird.
Yeah. So then Toby sees it too, somehow.
Yeah, Toby.
And then Toby runs off.
Damn Toby.
She runs off, so she tries to capture Toby.
Yeah, she runs out looking for him.
And then, while this is happening, Tamara and Eva,
Oh yeah, they're watching the
boxing match.
Is it unsanctioned? Is it an actual contest? Like,
I don't know.
They play some illegal. Is there illegal
grad student
fighting going on below decks of the Lazarus? That'll be another podcast. What are they doing there? Oh, that guy just punched that guy. Ooh, his teeth came out. Come on, man, we're going to New York tomorrow. Now smile pretty for them pictures.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tamara and Eva are watching Julius and another fighter duke it out.
Yep, they're just fighting. Oh, Julius is a boxer. Crystal was the other guy.
Yeah, I think they're on the school boxing team. I didn't know if they had I don't know if schools have boxing teams. I know they have wrestling teams, but I didn't know about boxing. Maybe certain schools did.
Depends on where you're at.
Let us know.
Yeah. Where was it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Toby runs off and Rennie goes to look for her, and then Tamara and Eva.
Yeah, so after the day, Tamara's like, want to do drugs?
Yeah, she just like pulls up her little handbag. She's just like, want to do some blow?
It was like,
let's go ruin our lives. You know what this boat needs? What? Coke. Oh no, thanks. I already had the soda. Nah, come on. Nah, come on, Daddy. I got the big stuff.
So you can tell she's rich because she has Coke.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not very cheap drug. I mean, I don't know, but
we're gonna have to have a discussion after this.
Poor butt.
For those at home, Hoovy is not scratching his neck at all. Just like you know, he does not do drugs. He does not have a problem. We're watching Friday the 13th. Hoovy's thinking the whole time, like, I wonder what the street value of that was back in. Oh no, they dropped it. So yeah, they decided to sneak off and do some cocaine, and that I think what Charles comes by.
Yeah, first
Rennie. Yeah,
first Rennie comes by. She's like, "So what do you guys? Have you seen my dog?" She's like, "No." So she just goes away.
Well, first they're just like, "Do you want to?"
Yeah, they offer.
Yeah, she was just like, "You want to hit? Want to ruin your life too?"
Why would you offer your drugs to the principal's niece?
Yeah, Professor Principal, whatever. Professor Principal Uncle McCullough. Yeah, you're related to him, and you wanna offer her drugs. She's like the last person you wanna offer besides him or Miss Van Dusen. I don't know. Maybe she does that.
Yeah, so I'm just like, whatever. And she's like, no, and runs and walks away.
Yeah, she's like, nah, I'm good. Goes off to still look for Toby.
Yeah, and then shortly after, Charles comes by.
Yeah, Charles comes by, and then Tamara automatically, they almost get caught. Like, she drops the mirror.
Yeah, she's like, they're like done. She drops the mirror and breaks. Then she comes out of nowhere. He's like, where the hell did you come from?
Yeah. You guys doing drugs? Look at his face. You kids using drugs? Like,
easy to clean this one.
Yeah. Kind of doing like a little dirty Harry. But they're like, oh no, not at all.
No, obviously now they think Camaro thinks Renee ratted on him.
Yeah. Because not soon after just coincidence. So Tamara's just like, you know what? We're gonna get that biatch. That little snatch.
Just like, whatever.
So yeah, thinking that Rennie tells her, like, told on him.
Yeah. Rennie...
I think she's out on the deck. I think Van
she's
Dusen,
talking to the teacher.
Yeah, she's like asking her like what she's doing or something like that.
Yeah, she's like, how's it going? And then just, they're walking alongside of the boat. For some reason, there's an unguided section.
Yep.
And then Tamara's just like, oops, and pushes her off the boat.
Totally shoulder block.
Keep in mind, this is a big boat.
Oh yeah.
That's at least like a 30-40 feet drop.
Yeah. So, Tamara tried killing Rennie here.
Yeah.
Trying to start her own body count, and this isn't her film.
Yeah. So, but now we know that Rennie is actually afraid of water.
Yes.
So, this is where things are weird. Because Rennie never found out she's afraid of water. Now they're like, oh, we can use that for Jason.
Yeah.
And there's like a weird subplot between Jason and her.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. So whatever. So she is in the boat, or she's in the water, and then she gets pulled under by young Jason.
Yeah.
Like,
while the adult Jason is on board.
Yeah.
There's a little Jason pulling her under, and this is the one like he kind of has like that droopy eye, and then he has like that like the like little like strands of hair.
Yeah, it's
like,
not a full head of hair.
Yeah, so like this one does not look as nice as the first one.
No, I don't know why they got different kids.
It is not.
Wait till the next one, it's completely different.
I think you see the same kid like at the end.
Oh, maybe.
I think that's the first one that we see before like he's like all deformed.
Oh, maybe. But wait till the next one. where he's not even the same nationality.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So she's drowning, then Sean jumps in.
Jason goes everywhere.
Sean jumps in the water and saves her.
Sean, yep. Yeah, I like how she's drowning. They throw a life ring to her, but of course she's being pulled down and she can't come back up to the surface because of young bull Jason. And so Sean jumps in after her, and they pull her up.
Yep, pull up. That's when the deckhand comes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, her uncle comes first.
Yeah, her uncle comes with the he comes. He's like, "What? Oh my God! What's going on here?" And it's like, "Oh, it's okay, Charles. We took care of it. You know, she just fell overboard." And Charles is like, not even over. It's not that he's overprotective. He's like domineering.
Yeah.
Overbearing.
Yeah. Say yes. Yeah. Take it to a legal guardian.
Yeah.
But just like you're a little too protective of her.
Yeah. Cut the umbilical cord. She's a graduate now.
Yeah. So they go off and whatever.
Yeah, he Sean comes back with the towels.
Yeah.
And then McCullough right away is like, "Give me those." Just puts them on Rennie. Doesn't even he just throws them over her shoulder. Like the rest of her is completely soaked.
Yeah. It's just for this and when the deckhand comes.
Yep.
Deckhand's my favorite character.
The deckhand.
Yeah, I love him.
And this deckhand is he's kind of like a stand-in. He's kind of like the new Crazy Ralph.
Yeah, he's like an off-brand Crazy Ralph.
Yeah, he's like, "You want Crazy Ralph? We have Crazy Ralph at home."
You got Crazy Ralph on the sea.
Yeah.
We have
Crazy Ralph on the boat.
He says the famous line. Just say you're all doomed.
You're all doomed.
Yeah. He warns everybody about Jason. I was like, who?
Yeah, and obviously, McCullough, really hates this deckhand.
Yeah.
Holy
hell.
It's definitely, more of a, "Hey, don't talk to me."
Yeah.
I'm up here, you're down here.
Yeah. I make more money than you.
Yeah. Swab the deck. Go back to mopping.
So, yeah.
There'll be no talk of this Jason Voorhees. So then, they F off.
Yeah. Now it goes to the other boxer.
Yes. So the Julius's opponent from the boxing match earlier
goes to Asana, which is in the boat for some reason.
Yeah, this ship has a lot of weird amenities.
Yeah.
It's.
No,
it's a pleasure cruise.
Yeah.
But. Yeah. Again, when we were watching it, I was like, why didn't Tamara just push Rennie in the swimming pool? I'm sure this ship has a swimming pool.
There's a shuffleboard.
Yeah.
Why is there no swimming pool?
It's got a dartboard on the outside of the game room door. On a door that opens in. So yeah, the unmale boxer is
unmale.
in the song. Huh?
The unmale.
The unmale.
The not male.
The unalive guy.
Soon to be unalive.
Soon to be unalive.
Yeah, so he's in the sauna. Just relaxing.
Relaxing, all cool.
And Jason just comes up, opens the door, grabs him on the rocks.
Yeah, one of the steam rocks.
He's like, ow.
Yeah, just picks it up. And the whole time this guy's just talking, thinking it's Julius coming in and join him.
He's laying on his back, but he has a towel over his head.
Yeah. Just laying there, and then you just get that shot. Jason holds up the rock, and then just boom, right into his abdomen. And I like how instant his stomach just catches on fire.
Yeah, I don't think the rock's that heavy, but or hot, but
he had some heavy cologne on.
Yeah,
they're going to York. He's flammable.
Oh, that's right. Then it goes to the professor meeting tomorrow.
Yes.
Because you want to talk about the biology project.
That's right. So, Tamara's in her room. Well, it cuts to a door being knocked on.
Yes.
And then Professor McCullough coming in. Professor Principal Uncle McCullough. Comes in through the door. Checks on student.
Also nothing there. Just...
Grad student / whatever she is. Spoiled rich girl.
Yeah. Student.
So it's revealed that he goes into Tamara. He's in Tamara's room because he said that he was gonna come back to when he caught them on the deck. He was like, "I'm gonna come down and you better have your biology report ready."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
And when he comes in, she's just sitting there on the bed with a bathrobe or a night robe, evening gown, evening robe, leisurely loungewear. So yeah, so Rennie's wearing the, it's like a loungewear, and McCullough's like, "I'm waiting for your biology report, young lady."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "If you don't have it done, like I will make sure you do not step foot off of this ship.
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you."
Yeah, so she starts to undress.
She does. Starts to seduce Professor Uncle. Principal.
Yeah. So then starts, coming on to him, and then he's like, "No, stop."
Yeah, no. Hey, cut it out. As she's revealing she's not naked.
No.
She's got bra and underwear on. But she has a very incorrect painting, like painted on her body. A very poorly done rendition of the human anatomy. And it's weird how she's just like, "I want to make sure, I want you to see if I labeled all my parts correctly." I was just like, "You failed right away." He doesn't even have to you don't even have to get close to him now. He just knows you failed.
Yeah. So she pushes him on the bed.
Mm-hmm. Forces herself on him. Yeah.
On top of him. And then they're making out and stuff. Again, he's like, "No, please stop."
No, stop it. And it doesn't really seem like he's forcing, because while this is going on, then you get that shot of it looks like from a camcorder point of view.
Yeah.
And it has on it 14 minutes and counting. It's almost closer to, it's counting to 15 minutes.
Yeah. So
it's revealed that it's Wayne recording them. It was obviously set up on McCullough, but
yeah.
What the hell was he doing for those 14 minutes, up until we got to the 14:33 mark?
He didn't know how to stop it, so
yeah,
he turned on back and he's like,
just keep rolling.
He turned on back and he's like, "Oh, how do I stop?"
He's a very he's a very artistic and creative director. He's just I'm not gonna get the shot I want unless I just film it all the time.
So you see that porn, you see them kissing and whatever.
Almost making it seem like there's a little scandal.
Yeah. Then he gets up.
Hey!
He's like, "I am your teacher, young lady.
I am your teacher, principal, professor, possibly uncle. McCullough."
Yeah.
It sounds like a cough. He has a phlegmy cough. McCullough!
Yeah, that all happens. He gets caught.
Yes. Wayne takes out the tape.
Yep.
Tosses it to Tamara. And he's just like, "What's going on here?" And of course, hey, I have this tape. You better not flunk me. I can do whatever I want.
There's blackmail.
Yeah. And I just he's like, "Your parents are gonna get a call from me." And then he's just like, "And you," turns to Wayne. He's just like, "You'll never get into. I'll make sure you never get in any film school, ever."
Yeah.
And just storms off.
Yeah. Wayne's like, "Oh."
Whatever, Weinstein, get out of here.
Yeah. So all that happened. And then he goes to Tamara. What's her name? Tamara, whatever. That lady.
Not Melissa.
She's in her bathroom, I'm assuming? Yeah.
Yes. She's still in her stateroom.
Yeah, she's in her room, and then just Jason's just around the corner for some reason.
Just comes in, she's in the bathroom. Her door's closed, right?
Her door's closed.
Or is it cracked,
Might be cracked open, or whatever. But Jason knows she's in there.
Yeah. She hears him opening up. She hears, the door opening.
Well, he punches the door.
To the bathroom. Oh, no,
No,
it is to her main room. Yeah,
Yeah.
He punches through the door to open it because it's locked. She's getting a shower or whatever. And she, like, peeks out of the bathroom door.
Mm-hmm.
Not completely, but just, like, enough to be like, he's going to notice.
Yeah. He punches the door in, like, a perfect rectangle.
Yeah. Perfect, just rectangle punch out. Like, no, we don't pre-cut.
Yeah, he opens the door.
Movie pre-cuts.
Yeah.
The viewers are like, fuck that mean.
I'm confused what that means.
Yeah, right. So back to Jason Takes a Love Boat. So Tabra's like peeking through and sees Jason reaching with his arm through to open up the door.
Yeah, and she gets scared, runs in the bathroom. She's like,
Well,
nah.
she's already in it. She's
yeah.
already in the bathroom.
Yeah. He's like, nah.
Quickly closes the door like he's not gonna.
That's gonna stop him. He would punch through one door and misses.
Yeah, and she's just like standing there at the door, like with her like she doesn't really have her ear like pressed against it, does she?
Yeah.
Like she just leans in to like listen.
She just comes through. He's like, nah.
It's like you put the barrier between you and the scary bear and the hockey mask. Like,
Some kids.
rest in peace, Rob. You killing me.
Oh, God.
Some say you can still hear.
No. Oh, yeah.
Ah, Ron Trash. So yeah, she's like still in the bathroom, like up against the door, kinda, and then she's just like, "Huh, I don't hear anything, do I?" And she kind of leans again, and then you just get that shot of like Jason's arm coming right through the door, like right around, and then he just like pretty much like grabs her and then like comes through.
He grabs her, comes through it, and then just like
Pushes her, but like pulls her like whole gown off.
Yeah.
Or not the gown. Yeah, it's the gown.
Yeah.
And then like bashes her head, like throws her into the mirror.
Well, no, he throws her in the mirror, but he doesn't break it. He punches the mirror.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He throws her into the shower, like
Yeah.
throws her into like through the shower wall, like through the glass shower, right?
Or something. She's in the tub or something.
Yeah, she's falling backwards into the tub, and then he goes over, punches the mirror.
It's just like he goes in the mirror and just like pop.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
I'm not looking at myself.
I'm like, damn, bro. You're a little messed up.
He's very image cautious.
Yeah.
No mirrors for me, and doors.
Yeah.
So then he scoops around in the bathroom sink for a little bit to find that perfect shard that he likes.
Yeah.
He's very selective.
Because he got a giant one there. He's like, no, I don't want that.
No, I don't want that. This one's just right. And then picks it up, and then again, like, slowly comes down with the glass shard.
Yep. And kills her.
Stabs her to death with a glass shard in the shower.
Yep. And it goes to the
Oh yeah, Sean's father.
Yeah, the boat people.
Goes back to the bridge of the Lazarus. The boat people. The boatman.
He
Goes back to the boatman.
The admiral. The captain.
Admiral Daddy Robertson.
I couldn't think of the name captain.
Big Papa Admiral.
Big Papa boat guy.
Yeah, so like it's him and the chief petty officer, Jim. Another Jim.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the third Jim killed. So yeah, Jim and the petty officer and the admiral are on the bridge, and Sean's father's just like, How old's your boy?
Yeah.
And he's like, 19 months. Or I was like, just fucking say a year.
Just say a year and a half.
Just say a year and a half. But no, you gotta hit him with the 19 months, you know.
So I'm like, I gotta do math to figure out how old your kid is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He's like, hey, go easy on him. Don't push him.
Don't make him mistake.
Well, I can. He's only a year old. Can't push him yet.
You can. Why does your kid not have a job yet?
Yeah. All right, you're hitting that. You're getting there. You're getting up there now. You're pushing a year and a half. It's time to start pulling your weight around here.
You're renting me $500 a month.
Yeah. Honey, why is he in the corner? He's still technically new. He forgot to blow the horn and give the international broadcast to let them know we were underway. So they're on the bridge, and then he's just like, go easy on your son when he's older. And he's like, well, I'll be back. I gotta go. I think he said he was gonna go check something or something like that.
Yeah,
He'll be
something
right
like
back.
that.
And so it just has that shot of the petty officer, like, he's at the helm of the ship, the wheel, and he's steering. You got like that cool outside shot of the outside of the bridge windows, and it's got that, as you said, the lone wipers.
Yeah, this is like a little wiper. Trying its hardest.
Yeah, the little wiper that could, man. Some say it's still down at the bottom of the ocean, just still wiping.
Yeah.
You get that nice like shot of the outside, and it shows him like it. Of course, they're on rough seas. It's stormy. It's she's a tossing and a turning in the water.
So Jason grabs another harpoon. Not official harpoon now.
Yeah.
It was like nice, like Moby Dick style.
Yeah, like
harpoons.
going to kill a humpback with that shit.
Yeah.
It's just like no, just the petty officer. No, just the admiral.
Yeah, then he kills Jim.
Yes, he like comes up from behind him, from that outside shot.
Yeah.
You just see Jason. Like he takes like the harpoon and then just like jabs it like right in the back, and it's kind of off because I mean you got to give it to the actor. He kind of sold it like best as he could. He couldn't see what was going on behind him, but his movement's kind of like a little off from what like Kane Hodder's trying to give with like his action. Then he fall down and go boom. He dead.
Yeah, he did.
Goodbye, petty officer.
Everyone comes over. He's like sees Jim laying on the ground.
Yes.
And behind him is Jason. Kills him, slits his throat with the dull side of the blade.
With the dull side of the blade. New Pink Floyd album coming out 2023.
Cuts his throat, and then just no blood.
No blood until like, oh yeah.
It's like a little
You just see like a little bit start to come out of the slit as he's like coming back up to like open up that prosthetic. Yeah. And then the stupid MPAA cuts everything. So right before like you actually see like a gratuitous amount of blood leave the wound, it cuts to a stupid shot of just the bridge windows like from the inside looking out at the storm. And then it cuts back to him just like falling down, so you barely get to see like any blood. And yeah. So I think then after that, Sean, right? Does Sean come up? Is it that soon after that he comes up and finds him?
Yeah, because he comes up because he wants to talk to his dad or something. Comes up when he can't anymore, but
yeah, can't anymore.
And then he signals everybody to come on the bridge.
Yeah, because when Sean gets up there first, is it Sean and Rennie? Yeah.
Yeah.
And they see the Admiral just like he's like propped up like on that helm, like Jason's got it. Like it's very like Michael Myers-esque. Mm-hmm. Like just messing with like it's a setup.
Yeah. He's like, Dad, what's going on, Dad?
Are you winning, Dad?
So he touches him and he falls over.
Mm-hmm. And then after he discovers that, then McCullough comes in and he looks down and he goes, "Oh my gosh, sorry, Sean." Like it's probably like the most insincere like, "Sorry."
Yeah.
I'm gonna bitch about you the rest of the movie.
Just like what the hell. And then
so everybody convert. Oh, Sean calls everybody else up to the bridge. Yeah,
everybody comes over the bridge. All the rest of the people. Go out. Then they all, because Dr. Professor whatever doesn't believe Jason's still alive. Doesn't think Jason's alive as most adults.
So like basically right now like the only ones that are pretty much like left on board are so right now on the bridge you have Principal Professor Daddy Uncle, Teacher Van Dusen, Rennie, Sean, orphan, Julius, and then you have I believe Wayne and Miles. Yeah. Wayne and Miles. Mm-hmm. Because Tamara's dead and JJ's dead.
And Ava's still alive too.
What's that?
Ava's still alive.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
For now. Oh, did you?
No, it's just I think right now it's still just like besides like out of the main kids.
Yeah.
I think the only ones that are dead right now besides the boxer that was killed, and then Tamra and JJ.
Yeah.
And then all the other off screen.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, we forgot to mention in the beginning, there's like a ton of them. There's like
there's a whole bunch.
Yeah, it's like a full graduating class.
Yeah.
And you never see any of them again.
Nope.
Like, any again.
It's like the one dude with rainbow suspenders from part 2. He's in that one scene.
I think it's his suspenders, like, just colored black that he was wearing.
So, yeah. They all...
Yeah, they're pretty much, Julius is like, we need to find, like,
Yeah.
The deckhand comes up, and he sees the bodies, and he's just like, I told you, Jason walks these halls, like, walks these decks, like, he's alive. And McCall is like, I'm gonna end this right now, and, like, just straight up, like, goes to try to murder him, and he, like...
Yeah, trying to murder the deckhand.
Yeah.
He throws a flare gun and...
Because he's poor, he dresses less fancy than you do? What the hell was your deal, McCall?
Throws a flare gun and tries to kill him. So they all go out.
Deckhand breaks character, throws the mop down. Hey, what the fuck is your problem?
So yeah, see, Jason finds Ava, strangles her to death.
Yes, because she comes in to check on, she comes by Tamara's room.
Yeah.
And she sees this still, like, dripping goo off of the hole in the door.
Yeah.
And then...
It's not like goo.
Yeah, she's like, WTF, mate? And before she even goes into the room, she turns and sees Jason standing at the end of the corridor. And she's like, oh, you're not a classmate, and just starts, like, running. And it shows, like, that nice shot, and it's, like, the only time you really see, like, anything fancy in the ship. Like, it's, like, this nice little, like, staircase, and then it goes into the double doors right into the, Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
Panic at the Disco at sea on the Lazarus.
Yeah.
On June 13th.
So this scene's cool, because it's like she's in the center of the dance floor, the circle dance floor. There's all the music playing.
Yes.
And she like looks one way, Jason's there. Then she looks another way, and Jason's also there.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if.
Is it his like special power? Like that was one thing I was thinking about when we were watching it earlier.
Yeah, because he moves around really fast.
Yeah, like is it his ability there?
Where you can
or is it because like did she even do the cocaine with Tamara? Did she even ingest it?
If they did, it was off screen.
Okay, because like it. Like,
no, I don't think she did.
I was kind of thinking like maybe if she did do that drug, like maybe she would. I don't know.
I don't
like,
think she did.
Because like, yeah, like those cuts are pretty cool, man. Where she's like just in the middle of the dance floor. Cut left, Jason standing there, and I like how Jason like just stares, like he's like looking at his other selves. It's very weird.
Nope. Then she gets grabbed by the neck.
Gets grabbed by the neck, yeah, and he just like
he lowers her first.
Like bears down on her, and then
picks
just
her up.
Starts bringing her back up, and then you hear like even like louder than the music there for a little bit. You hear like the bones and everything, like her neck breaking.
Yeah.
Then he just drops her.
Yeah,
just tosses her.
Fire. So now
Ava went bye bye.
Now it cuts to Wayne.
Yes, so Wayne is coming down.
He's not like the engine room or something?
He's coming, he's just entering the engine room and he's coming down the flight of stairs. And I think he trips.
Yeah, trips and glasses float off.
He loses his glasses, yeah. And
Velma style.
Yeah, Velma. JK's! So, he's fidgeting around because he has a gun. And he hears somebody and just gets, just starts popping off and realizes after he puts his glasses back on that he accidentally shot a crewman.
Yes. That's fucked up.
Accidentally shoots a crew member, the handyman.
Yeah.
And so yeah, no more handy things happening on this ship. So yeah, the kills the maintenance guy, and then what is he like? Turns around and Jason's there.
Yeah, he turns around. Jason's there. Jason grabs him, throws him on this like electrical panel.
Yeah, like just not like swats the freaking camera out of Wayne's hand, and then just picks him up, throws him, and immediately starts a fire and gets electrocuted. Wayne is also flammable.
Yeah, it's like pants fire. Like, okay.
And then I like so after electrocuting Wayne, of course the fire happens and it's in the engine room, and of course it reaches the fuel.
Yeah, it's like
the fuel drums.
But Jason still has some charity to use a fire alarm. There
was a fire, and Mama didn't raise no fool. Even though he drowned, she wasn't watching him; she was cooking. It's your fault too, Pam. Anyway, where were you?
So yeah, he causes the fire alarm.
Yes, he trips the fire alarm, and then of course Charles is like, "It's that damn deckhand."
Yeah.
And like all the students, of course, they come back to the bridge, and they're just like, you know what? He's like, I'm gonna go look for the deckhand. He grabs a flare gun and loads it, like he's gonna just go pop a cap off. And so all the other guys are like, all right, like, we need to go and like just split up. We need to find this guy, and they all break again.
Yep.
And this time it's just Julius, Miles, and Julius.
Yes. I guess the Miles.
Yeah, so Miles is out walking along.
I was over here.
Searching for Jason, and Jason again just
pops
shows
out of nowhere. Yeah, just shows up out of nowhere.
Starts chasing after him, and then of course Miles, thinking he's got the better one, goes up, tries climbing up the mast.
Yeah, climbs up a ladder. He gets about halfway, and Jason's like, "Nope." Just appears in front, like
just appears right behind him, like just pretty much straddling the dude. Like, hey,
picks him up and yeets him off the thing and lands right on the radio tower.
Then I like how he just like
on his side,
right on his side, man, right on the antenna. It that kill kind of reminds me of a later kill coming up, 2 films. In Jason X, when he's taking out the grunts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So Miles is killed.
Yeah, Roger's dead.
Roger's dead, like a ragdoll.
Julius finds him.
Yeah, Julius sneaks up. At first he finds Miles, and then he's like upset, and then Jason just like appears off camera, like to the from the left, and just like grabs Julius, yeets him over the side of the boat.
Yeah, just throws him off the side of the boat.
Like,
unbeknownst to Jason,
have a nice swim, bitch.
Yeah, Julius can actually swim.
Yes. He is a man of many Olympic sports. All American.
Yeah.
He wakes up every morning. He pisses excellence.
Then Dr. Professor, Uncle Charles.
Macaulay
Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
Finds the deckhand.
When he gets taken away, it just shows Macaulay.
No, another thing.
Both hands on his cheeks. Ah! Don't take my knees.
Oh, God. So Charles meets up with the deckhand.
Yeah.
He's like, alright, get back, we're gonna shoot this dude, and then like...
Yeah, everybody get back, I'm gonna flare this guy.
Yeah. Like, damn, alright. So the flare doesn't go off.
No.
But then the deckhand falls forward with an axe in his lower back.
Yeah.
So if he's not dead, he's definitely paralyzed.
Yes. McCullough's just like standing there too, like when everybody else is like getting the hell out of Dodge, like he's just standing there like, well, I thought it was you, buddy. Like, oh shit. Well, still, forget you poor bastard. Spits on him and then goes with the other group.
He doesn't actually do that.
No. He was thinking it though.
So yeah. Then the teacher, Colleen, lowers a lifeboat.
Yes.
And they all abandon the ship.
Yes, because it starts to take on water. It's also burning.
Yeah, because it exploded.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I
forgot the Colleen.
Oh yeah.
That the lesser known students in the restaurant.
The 4 kids.
And Sean's
the 3 random extras that were left.
Sean's like, where are the kids at? Like, in the restaurant. Sean's like, there's no restaurant.
There is no restaurant. She's just like, all right.
she's like, she like looks. She's like, all right.
Can't win them all. All right, guys. Like I said, I got the lifeboat waiting.
Just murdered 3 kids.
Ship's going down.
Yeah, because before that, yeah, they all went, yeah, whatever.
They all get the lifeboat, and on the way to New York, Van Deusen's like, all right, guys, so it was just us the entire time, right? And like, all the kids, like, you know, they didn't want to get off the boat. They didn't think it was sinking.
Anyway, Ash, we don't know ones that went on the boat, the ones that left the boat.
That's right. There was a mutiny. They all said that we had to go.
No vote off the boat. Anyways. So it's Renee, Sean, Colleen, Dr. Professor, and Toby. Because Toby comes back somehow.
Yeah.
Toby, runs away, disappears for a while, comes back. Runs away.
Magically appears on a lifeboat. Like, who took the time to really, how did they get the dog from the ship to the lifeboat?
Yeah, because they just lowered him.
Because they got down there pretty damn quick.
Because he's sitting there perfectly on the boat, too.
Yeah.
It's also storming.
When do you have the time, too, on a sinking ship, Juan? I mean, she's taking water, pretty damn fast. And Jason's on board. How the hell do they have that time to, all right, we're going to make a makeshift, little, we'll lower the dog down. You know, all right, slow. Is he coming? Looking around. No, I don't see him. Keep going.
Yeah. But then, Julius appears.
Yeah, so once they all get on the lifeboat and start pushing away from the ship, we get a little jump scare from Julius coming up from the water. He's like, hey, I'm part 1, Jason. He comes up and just lays on the boat. And they're like, oh my god. Gives everybody a heart attack.
Yep.
Sinks the boat, the end.
So yeah. They're all rowing away.
Row away. And you don't even see the boat sink.
No.
They just row away.
No, they just row away. That's the end of the Lazarus.
Yes. And now we're left in the ocean with Professor, Uncle Daddy, Principal, McCullough, Julius, Sean, and Rennie, and Toby, the dog.
Toby. Yep. So then they're all rowing and stuff, and then they pray the weather clears up.
Yeah. And I like how the whole time they're just like, McCullough's just like, can't you row any faster?
Yeah. And he was running at first.
Put your back into it. He's not even doing anything. They're just like, if I was sitting across from him rowing and I'm like mad tired and he just said that, I would just be like, just spit right in his face. I mean, at that point, you're probably dehydrated, so you don't have any spit. So I would just smack him in the face with an oar. I'd be like, all right, Miss Van Deusen, add him to the people that didn't want us on board. Like, he's still back on the Lazarus.
Yeah. But they row. And they row and it's rowing. Then they finally make it to the great city of New York.
They do. They see the Statue of Liberty, and Julius is so happy. Julius is joyous. He's rejoicing with, hey, Sean, you did it, man. Like, yeah. And McCullough's just like, doesn't say anything. He's just like, we made it. Like, quietly to himself, like, can't wait to berate them on land.
Yeah, then they make it up there.
Tamara's dead.
They find a random dock. The worst part of town.
Yeah. They get to the dock, and of course, Professor Uncle. What a great! You picked a really great place.
I know.
To put your boat. It's just like, dude, he got you to New York City. The kid is basically a faculty member now.
Yeah. Just like, bro, just stop limiting him.
Yeah, kid lost his dad, lost the ship, which was probably what was gonna. He would have eventually probably fallen to his father and took on. I mean, I think you make a decent living doing that, albeit you don't see your family.
Yeah, but still. Just like, what the hell, man?
Here we go, delving into the personal lives of fictional characters.
We never see these characters again.
I know. I often stop in the middle of the day and go, "Sean become a captain?"
What happened?
Did he remember to do the International Maritime Call?
What Jarvis is that?
Yeah, remember Pinehurst? So yeah, they finally reach New York, and as they are making their way off of the docks and into the city, Jason pops up.
Yeah, it's like right next to them.
Pretty much. He's only like maybe like 10 feet away from them.
Yeah.
They don't hear the water, like, they don't hear him breaching the surface and as he's angrily gripping the ladder. Climbs up, and then you get that awesome shot.
Yeah, it's an awesome shot of just, he like looks up, he's like, the hell?
Just
and
like,
he looks at, it's a billboard for the New York Rangers.
yeah.
It's the hockey league. And he like looks at, because it's a hockey mask.
I like how you hear him like breathing,
Yeah.
and then he's just like, like just stop, like the fuck.
Yeah, he's like, is that me? Am I famous?
Jason has an NFT.
You gonna pay royalties for this?
Yeah, that's my likeness. I'm suing.
Yeah. So yeah, then goes back to he like walks away. So it goes back to the kids.
Yeah, the group of the survivors left of the Lazarus, plus Toby.
Plus Toby.
He's a survivor.
Yeah.
They're wandering through this alley, and two gangsters named Holmes and Jojo rob them. Scare Toby away. And not just scare him away. First they come up to him like, yo, give me your money. Yo, give me your money. And then Holmes is just like, hey, Ronnie.
Yeah, no.
How you doing? She doesn't look like a party girl when he comes up to her and he goes, you look like you like to party. I'm just like, what gave you that idea?
Yeah, probably the hair.
Yeah. A lot of pert.
Yeah. So yeah, then Toby is obviously protective of her.
Yeah, Toby's like growling at him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh yeah? Points his gun and goes to shoot at him.
And then, who was it?
Rennie.
Rennie like knocks the gun.
And that's when he like grabs her.
Yeah.
Like he has her by the hair and like pulls her head back. And then that's when Sean's like, don't you touch her! And then they like hold him back and he's like, don't be a superhero. And he like points the gun at him.
Yeah.
And then Charles is like, please don't hurt her. He goes, what are you gonna do, Dad? And he's like, just shakes his head.
Yeah.
Nothing, take her.
Yeah, like, damn.
Be gone with her.
By the way, Toby doesn't die.
Toby doesn't die, he just runs away.
He just ran away.
And so they entreat with Rennie and threatening to kill her if the group follows them.
Yeah.
So they go back, they take her back to...
Very nice, lovely part of town.
Yeah, so they go to...
Some alleyway in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Market
Town.
All the alleyways are filmed in Vancouver.
Yeah. So they went to the Marketplace alleyway. It kind of looks like a scene like that alley like is like very Raccoon City.
Yeah.
There's just burning barrels everywhere. Holmes and Jojo. So yeah, they take her to like their couch in the alley.
Two good old boys.
And they inject her with... Okay, every time they depict the use of heroin in this film, the syringe is filled with like a holy amount. And it's just
it's like
Jesus.
a lot. I've never done drugs, but...
No, like as somebody like has never done that, but like, come on. Like that amount, at least you have to like have a brain to know like, no, I don't think you're coming back from that. You don't even have to worry about Jason. No, you're done.
Yeah, computer's busting off again.
Oh yeah, we're taking off. As they are when they all do heroin right now. So.
Yeah.
Then Jojo, I think, goes to leave, or Holmes tells him to like take off,
Yeah.
and then Holmes tries to force himself on Rennie.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the very first time Jason inadvertently like helps a character.
Yeah.
Just comes up, grabs the syringe that Rennie like kicked from Holmes' hand, and then he just picks it up and then pierces it right through Holmes' freaking back.
Yeah.
The whole damn needle, man. I think the needle was like coming out of the front.
Yeah, poking through. It wasn't just a needle, the whole syringe was poking through.
Just shoved the whole thing. Shoved the whole thing through him.
Just like, no, I killed her.
I did this. She's mine! Mine!
So yeah, kills him.
Kills
Jojo
Holmes.
comes back.
Yeah, Jojo comes back.
He just forgot his wallet.
And then, he's like, hey, man, I forgot my wallet. Hey, dude. And then he tries to shoot Jason. And then Jason just keeps walking toward him.
Yeah.
Like the bullets were nothing.
So Jason grabs... he bashes his head against the pipe.
Yeah, like a waterfowl. Breaking the pipe, killing him. And then, of course, Rennie runs off while Jason's just standing there looking at it, and then just starts taking off. Just starts, like, doing his walk. And then it cuts to, I think Rennie runs into Sean.
Yeah, takes her back to them.
Yeah, takes him back to Uncle Professor Principal and Miss Van Dusen.
Yeah.
And while they're back, Julius is looking for Jason.
Yep, looking for Jason, and then they find him on top of a roof.
He does. And then Julius decides, you know what? I'm just going to take what I'm the best at and try to apply it against this guy who's trying to obviously take my life like he took everybody else around me.
Mm-hmm.
And Julius starts to throw punches with him.
Yep, he really tried.
He does. He literally fights him, like, is punching him square in the hockey mask each time. Like,
yeah.
Ow.
You can tell his
knuckles are, like, getting busted.
Yeah, bleeding. He's getting tired, honestly.
Yes.
And just I love this. He's
like literally, like, he does, like, have a lot of stamina to take him from one side of the roof.
Yeah, it's like a good, like, 40 feet.
Yeah. And Jason's just eating him the entire time.
And then I was just like, George is like, alright, hit me with your best shot.
Oh, yeah.
And then just punches his head clean off.
Grabs him by the collar, and he's just like, see ya.
Punches his head clean right off.
Then you get that awesome, like, POV shot of it, like, flipping.
Yeah, flips down and goes right into a trash can and then it closes.
Then it closes. From downtown.
And Jason's like, oh, scored. Scored for me. So, yeah.
So then, Rennie, Sean, and Uncle Professor, Principal Charles, and Colleen find a cop.
Find a cop, which in the credits is named as Irish cop.
Irish cop.
Why?
Yeah, he doesn't sound Irish.
Why is it just Irish? It's an Irish cop. Like, I get it.
What makes him Irish?
Yeah, like, why do you have to label him as Irish cop? Just idiot or victim.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, I'll give you guys a ride. Places him in the back of his car. But then, of course, you know, they're in the back, and then when he gets in the front, he opens up the car door, and Julius's head is just sitting there in the front.
Yeah.
And it just falls out. And then the cop, like, quick grabs the radio, and then you get Jason, like, right out of the alleyway, just, like, grabs the cop while he's holding on to his handle, his CV handle. And, just, like, you just see him pull, like, Jason pulls him back into the alley, into the darkness. You just see the cord rip from the radio. Yeah. And then they're all just like, all right, let's go. And then Reddy's just like, I'm going to drive this bitch.
Just hops in the front.
Yeah.
Starts driving it.
The one on heroin gets behind the wheel and doesn't bother to tell anybody to buckle up. And as she's driving with everybody in the back seat, she sees Jason, and he gets out of the way. She sees she sees adult Jason first, and then he gets out of the way, and then as she's driving, this is the heroin. Oh yeah, she hits him, right?
Yeah, she hits him, yeah.
And then, or no, she doesn't. Doesn't he? I thought he got out of the way when she first tries to hit him, and then she sees the hallucination.
Yeah, it says which tends to hit, which she does.
Oh, okay.
Then to left turn to another alleyway.
Yeah, that's right. Then she steers. She like tries to like steer away when she sees a younger, like, fishy looking version of Jason, and it's like he does not look.
No. Because there's like 3 or 4 times you see young Jason in this movie.
Yeah.
They're all different.
Yeah.
There's one I think we actually skipped over this one. One where like he's not Colleen. Renee is looking in the bathroom mirror.
That's right. He comes out of the mirror.
Comes out of the mirror, but it's like the kid's Asian.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah, he does. He has. It looks like his face resembles somebody of Asian ethnicity.
It's like, yeah. You can just say it.
Ethnicity.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
I was like totally blanking on that word for a moment. Like I was just like having a hard time getting it. Like.
So, yeah. They're all like one has hair, one doesn't, one whatever. But this one, standing up, he looks more like Aaron Lehman's from the first one.
Yeah.
He has a weird deformed head and the eyes droopy.
Yeah.
So then she's like, you know what? I'm gonna run this dude over.
I'm gonna run him down.
So she speeds up. And then
forgets about everybody else in the car.
Yeah, there's like 4 other people in the car.
They're all screaming their asses off in the back. Freddy's gonna kill us before he does.
Well, for one person that's true.
Yeah.
So she like obviously she goes in there, tries to run him over, and he like faces out.
Yeah.
So he's not over there.
Goes right through him.
Crashes right into a building.
She
gets out. Everyone gets out besides
Miss Van Dusen. For some reason, I think it was because she was knocked out.
Oh, maybe. She could have like passed out because of
the impact.
The impact, yeah. And then like everyone goes out, and the car explodes.
Yeah, the car explodes.
While she's in it.
And I like how Miss Van Dusen, like after it's already off, bro, she's not coming out.
No,
she's done. And as I don't know if this is the drugs in Rennie's system, but she's staring at a puddle that resembles Crystal Lake.
Yeah, whatever.
And you just see her and
young her, and this is probably before it's just uncle now.
Yeah, just uncle and professor in training, professor principal in training. Not just substitute teacher McCullough.
Yeah. That's the most like.
Is out on the lake.
Kind of fucked up thing to her.
Yeah.
She's like, they're in Crystal Lake. They're on Crystal Lake.
And she's like, how old?
She has to at least be like 10.
Yeah.
And then she wants to know how to teach her how to swim, which is alright, cool, whatever. Mm. They're in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
This lake is deep. And then tells her this like, Jason, we're calling grab kids that don't know how to swim. And then just like, I want you to know how to swim. And she's like freaking out, like,
yeah,
no,
come on, you better swim before Jason gets you. Like,
yeah,
bro, she's drowning. And then
tell her this, and then literally pushes her off the boat.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. It's just, I'm like,
you're telling me, because he like tells her the story of Jason. And, like, she's just like, you're telling a lie. And
yeah.
He's like, well, let's see. And just pushes her ass over.
Probably was true because that happens.
Yeah.
Kid Jason grabbed him. I don't know where this young Jason keeps coming from.
Yeah. And again, it looks vastly different from any of the other ones we've seen.
Because I don't know how this happens because this was the only... Because I think she's not that much old. She's like 10. And
he would have still been technically at the bottom of the lake.
Well, young Jason, that was like 30 years ago.
Yeah. So, like, he was already, like, coming back from the dead.
He was already, like, this is, like, part 6.
Yeah.
This is not the continuity.
So, yeah, so then Rennie, like, snaps back to the present, and she just looks at Charles, and she's like, it's your fault that I have, like, this, like, fear.
Fear of the water.
And, she, like,
what?
Yeah, she's just like,
where the fuck did that come
from? Yeah. He's like, Rennie, and then she storms off. He goes to call to her, and Sean just, like, pushes him down. He's like, stay away from her. My niece now. And he just, like, runs off. My Randy now.
Yep. And Charles gets his first encounter with Jason.
Yeah, so Jason's laying there, and McCullough's watching them, like, you know, they left him behind, and has that shot where Jason's laying there, and then he just turns and looks at McCall like,
Mm-hmm.
and then McCall just like looks and he sees Jason like walking toward him, and he's like, "No, you're supposed to be dead."
Mm-hmm. So they chase up. Freaking Jason throws him out a window.
Yeah, chases Charles to like this abandoned like building. I like how like it doesn't show Jason going in; it just shows Charles running into the building, and you just see him come flying out of the second story window, dude. And Jason just appears in the window like, "Bitch." And McCall somehow survives this, just like laying there on the concrete, like laying down there on the road in glass, and he just like gets up and he's like, "No!"
Yeah.
And Jason again just appears and picks his ass up.
Picks his ass up, puts him in this vat of goo.
Yeah, it's like
wide,
disgusting like barrel full of like nasty like water.
A toxic sewage.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It says here, killing him instantly. That's not instant.
No.
He struggles for a long time.
Oh, absolutely. Jason's just like, there's like this long shot of him just like struggling with his body. Yeah. And then he just drops his legs and he's just laying there.
Yeah. I'm sure that thing tasted gooey.
Then Jason pursues Rennie and Sean.
Yep. They all went down to the subway.
That's right. They get their taste of, they're in Times Square and they're looking around and they just see Jason standing there like breathing.
Oh, no.
Right?
Not yet. That's after the...
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's after the
right. Jason pursues him through the subway.
Yeah.
Jason.
So they go through the subway. I don't know how they pay for it, but
yeah.
They go through the subway. They're on the subway. They're just like sitting there. Then she sees Jason on the. And they're like, "Oh shit."
Oh no.
Yeah.
He got a ticket too.
So they're like chasing them through. Apparently no one really cares.
Yeah. Everybody's just like, "Oh, we see this shit every day. It's New York."
Yeah. It's all this graffiti and stuff. One cool thing about it, I noticed that one of the says Jason lives on it.
Right at the bottom of that poster.
Yeah. Which is cool.
I like how he's pursuing him through the subway, and Jason Sean just hits the emergency brake on it, sending Jason like sprawling back to the floor. But then he gets like right back up.
Yeah, he gets right back up.
Slides like 10 feet and just gets right back up on his feet. Like, all right, bet. But by the time he gets up, I think like he just sees like the doors open and they're not there anymore. And then you get the shot of like the outside shot of the subway car, and Jason's coming out. It's actually not Kane Hodder in that shot.
Nope.
It's Ken Kersinger.
Yep, it's his first. I mean, we'll talk about him later, but
yes,
because he's also in the movie again.
Yes, keep that name in mind, folks. Ken Kersinger.
Yep.
So Jason exits the subway car, and then Sean leaps from the top of the subway car and
just
pushes
tackles him right into the electrified rail.
Yeah, knocks him down, and because Jason's all wet.
Yeah, He's always dripping wet.
Always wet in every scene, just like he just got out of the water. Like every time you see him.
Yeah. And
that squishy noise. Ugh.
I think it's electrocuted. Fucking. I'm tired.
Jason shocked.
Yes. It's a cool effect. It's like I like that little 80s blue lightning.
Yeah,
I love that effect.
They go back in and like draw over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. They one of the best ones besides this one was also used in Return of the Living Dead 2 when they like do like all the electricity.
Oh, okay.
Like, you kind of like see like the same thing.
Yeah. So then Ronnie and Sean go up.
Yes.
Now they're in Times Square.
Yeah, now they realize they're in Times Square, and you get that one shot of the city they're supposed to be in. And of course they're like walking, they think everything's all right, and then I think Rennie's like she turns around.
Jason's standing there.
Yeah, just heavily breathing, and she like pats Sean's arm. She's like, "We gotta go," and they start running like, "Help us!" He's like, "No, come on, it's pointless. Nobody's gonna do anything." And Jason's just pursuing them, and it shows Rennie and Sean run past these gang members.
Yeah. Just like chilling, just smoking, listening to music.
Chilling and listening to the boombox. And I like the song, the drugs don't get you, then the hookers will.
Yeah, then Jason's just like, no.
Jason
Walks and kicks it.
Yeah, kicks the radio over, breaking it.
They're like, wait, man, you got a problem?
Yeah, you messed up, man. You got a problem? Freaking got a butterfly knife, and like they're just like waiting for him, and Jason just stops and turns around.
He just rips off his mask.
They just like shit themselves. Like,
He's like, no, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. And they just book it. Then he just puts his mask back down, then just turns around, and he's just like, all right, now back to these two.
Yeah. I don't feel like Ken's kids.
Yeah. So he pursues them through a lot, like couple places, and then goes through the diner doors.
Yep.
I like when they run into the diner and they're just like, hey, we need help. There's a maniac trying to kill us, and the waitress is like, welcome to New York.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you have a phone? She goes, it's in the back, but it's dead.
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
And then good old boy, no doors for me, Jason just comes bursting through.
Bursting through a glass door.
Pretty sure it's his first time in a diner. Won't be his last.
Yeah. And the diner manager comes out. He's this really tall dude that's also Ken Cringer.
Yes. Ken Kirsinger. Remember, again, keep that name in mind, folks.
For another few weeks.
Yes. So yeah, approaches, and then Jason eats his ass at a mirror.
Yeah. Breaks the mirror. So everyone's all freaking out.
Yeah, people are like running around trying to leave or just like hide, and I like how you just see like the waitress like just like trying to hide like behind the bar from him as he's just approaching, and he's staring at her the whole time.
Yeah.
Like just walking by, like, I might come back for you.
I'm not here for you.
Yeah. Everybody gets one.
Yeah. Yeah, then they run down to the sewer.
Yeah, so finally the pursuit takes them into the sewer, where they run into a sanitation worker.
Yes. Which is just like, he's just chilling down there.
Yeah, and I like how like that shot where like they round the corner and he just comes out and stands there like with a wrench, like, I'm about to brain whoever it is down.
Yeah. And tells them on like every midnight the place fills up with toxic waste.
Yeah.
But like, why? I'm assuming it's some sort of drainage, but
it's got like some sort of like septic like waste system.
Yeah, it just like drains into the ocean. Like,
well, they don't care. That's how the water was originally tainted in Crystal Lake. Friggin' New York.
Yeah. So they tell them, like, oh, yeah, in 10 minutes this place is gonna flood.
Yeah, so then the sanitation workers, like, you know, taking them through the sewer, and before he could show them the way out, Jason just bum rushes them.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like he like bum rushes the maintenance guy, and then like pushes him into Sean, and Sean just like hits the wall and then falls down.
Yeah.
And like is knocked out sitting up.
Yeah.
And then he's about to, like, he finishes off the worker. You see that shadow kill.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jason's arm just going up with the wrench, and then boom, right down onto the head of the worker.
Yeah.
And then he comes out of that sewer tunnel, back out into the main tunnel, and goes to finish off Sean with the pipe wrench, and then Rennie shines the flashlight on his mask, like to stop him.
Yep.
And she's like, "You didn't get me in the lake. You're not gonna get me now." Jason's
like, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah,
like I can possibly remember that. Rennie, was it?
So yeah, she runs from.
But like speaking of. None of those things with the timeline. Like, this obviously took place when Jason was an adult.
Mm-hmm.
So how the hell is she gonna remember him?
She doesn't, man. It's a lie. She is lying to everybody now at this point. We're being lied to this whole entire movie. Manhattan for 10 minutes.
Yeah, so whatever. Jason chases after her. Because, obviously.
Yeah, so he's pursuing Rennie, and she's hiding around a corner. Like, she sees she sees a barrel of toxic waste.
Yeah, what's with toxic waste?
I don't know. Apparently, underneath New York City, there is a toxic waste tunnel that fills up 10 minutes before midnight. Every midnight.
And then just barrels of this stuff just everywhere.
There's barrels that just there's barrels of toxic waste, and don't go walking down there because sanitation workers down there will come at you.
Yeah, they will
come at you. They will literally pipe wrench a swinging. They don't ask questions. They hit first, ask questions. Well, they imposing pose, and then they stop and go, "Oh, you're just a couple of kids down here. Here, come on, I gotta get you guys out of here." So yes, Rennie is hiding around a corner from Jason, and she sees the toxic waste barrel. Opens it with the flashlight. She beats the shit out of she breaks the cover off of it.
Yeah. And throws it on Jason's mask.
Yeah, as soon as he comes around the corner, boom.
She's like acidic.
Yeah, just throws it right into his mask. And I like how he's just pulls the mask off. That's the only thing I like is how he pulls the mask off, but then you get that stupid reveal of how he looked.
Yeah, it's Part 8 Jason is ugly. I mean, he's supposed to be ugly in other ones, but he does not look...
Looks like a puppet.
Yeah, it's very gross.
And then, of course, after, with the acid on his face, he pulls his mask off and he starts, wailing, screaming.
Yeah, apparently Rennie Workham was born in 1980.
Really? Mm-hmm. So it would have had to have been, 2001.
Because she was born the same year as Tina.
Okay. Yeah.
I was just looking through the timeline, yeah. Where does this take place? You're born in 97? It's a year after. What the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, Manhattan's 98.
Okay. So then that would mean Jason Goes to Hell.
This is in 2003.
Okay. That makes sense.
Then it's Freddy vs. Jason, then it's...
Then, Jason X.
Jason X is 2010.
Yes.
2008 is Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get a little distracted. We're almost
he pulls... So, now he's screaming,
yes,
and his face is literally melting as he's pursuing. Rennie goes back to Sean, and then wakes him. She's like, "You gotta go," because now you start seeing the lights start swaying in the tunnels.
Yeah.
And I guess that means the sludge is approaching. It's already starting to the sewers are starting to flood, and so her and Sean start running away from Jason, who at that point is just pretty much at this point he's so disoriented. He's just bumping up against the walls as he's coming down the corridor because at this point I guess he's blind.
Yeah.
Because the toxic waste went through the eye hole, the eye holes and all the holes in his mask. Of course, to get his face. But so they keep running and then they finally get to the ladder, leading up back to the street above, and Sean's at the top. And he's pounding away on this, and Rennie's following up behind him, and then Jason just stops and grabs her leg, and starts trying to pull her off the ladder and stuff, and then it's showing more you just see again, you see the lights swaying more frantically now, and you hear the rushing waves of the toxic sludge coming, and then Jason kind of stops pulling on her and turns around, and you just see the corridor, and you just see the sewer. Just this toxic sludge coming right down toward him, and then you hear Jason as a little kid going no, and then it goes to that shot of his face, and he's like, "Mommy, don't let me drown."
Yeah, he's actually talking.
Yeah. It's so freaking weird.
It's so weird, yeah, I kind of see where they were going, but just out of nowhere that Jason can talk now.
Yeah, as a little drowning 9-year-old, 8-year-old boy, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, I don't know. But he, not only that, but then he just starts throwing up water.
Yeah, he throws up water.
just starts coming out of his mouth as the sludge comes, and then the sludge just comes and like starts coming up. But the guy said that the sewer fills up and it only goes up like maybe like
I think maybe like 4 feet.
I'd say maybe like 7.
7? Oh yeah.
They were pretty high up on that ladder.
Right.
He was down. And then of course like he's drowning in the sludge and then comes back up.
Yeah, the sludge like
It's like
goes away, and then he just like was just chilling there. I was like a little kid, perfectly fine.
Yeah, perfectly fine. He's
But
just
I think
a little boy.
that's a hallucination when they hallucinates that, because it's reality. Jason got swept away into the ocean.
Yeah.
I think that's just what New York City does every midnight. They just dump it into the ocean.
And it just shows like the mask like all messed up from the acid. Like
Yeah.
it would have been cool if they used that in the next one, and not what we got. But anyway, so yeah, they dispatched of Jason finally, and they come back up onto the street, and they just it's a brand new morning.
Yeah, it's early, probably. Well, it was
Sun.
midnight when that thing was happening, so they just walked around for like 5 hours.
Yeah. And as they're walking, the cheery music's like playing, then all of a sudden suspenseful music plays, and you get like this little like I love how this is what I was going to talk about earlier, the POV shot from Toby, like it's suspenseful music, but it's from below the knee.
Yeah.
It's not going to be Jason, unless he's still a kid, like 2 foot tall kid. But
yeah.
And it's revealed to be Toby.
You have to reunite with Toby.
So yeah, that was the end of Rennie and Sean. You never hear about them again. But yeah, Rennie and Sean and Toby got to tour the Statue of Liberty, and I'm sure that there's other the fan fiction and other novels that feature these characters. There's always like the expanded lores of people being coming back and facing off against Jason and whatnot. But yes, this was Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah. I'm just reading over the timeline. There's a lot of stuff that happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you guys have the chance to check out some of the trivia and the timeline, there's plenty of resources to check out and look up your info.
Yeah, because it just when you watch the films, timeline gets a little confusing, but it does. They do like space it out kind of nice.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, like it's not as it's. Yeah, it's not as bad as what came, after. Okay, so yeah, this was the last of the Paramount Fridays, unfortunately, and if you stick with us for the next chapters that follow, they definitely. If you thought this was weird, they get even weirder, folks.
Yes, they do. It gets very strange, especially the next one.
Yes. So after this one, I mean, you just spend time. So let's see. So far, I mean, we spent time with him at Crystal Lake. We spent time with him at Higgins Haven. We spent time with him at the Jarvis house. We spent time with hallucinations of him with some dude named Roy. And at the fine little place of Pinehurst and all the beautiful surrounding Edna's house. Then we go to Camp Forest Green in the awesome story that was told in Jason Lives.
Yep.
And then we get back to the lake.
Lake with no cabin.
With no cabin, with like 2 houses on it, a la New Blood. So yeah, this one, so Paramount kind of unknowingly started like a little trend with this last entry. So Jason Takes Manhattan, and the next episode, Jason Goes to Hell.
Yep, Jason Goes to Hell. More like Jason's in the movie for like 5 seconds, and then
Yeah. Yeah. So Jason's going places since he's been with New Line. He's gonna be doing some travel.
Yeah, he's gonna do a lot of, not just like miles, but also time.
Yes, light years, parsecs even. But yeah. So we appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to us every week. Hopefully every week, whenever you can. As always, I'm Brian.
I'm John.
And this is I Know You Watched Last Friday. Have a good one.
Bye.